So today's topic for data compression is generating binary code. Arithmetic coding is the topic, right? So in this particular, the main thing is you have to learn or define a formula for generating a binary code in arithmetic, that is txai is equal to summation of k1 to I minus 1, where px is equal to k plus half of pxi, where pxi is what? It is the probability, t is the tag for ai, and this has been, summarized and solved to next level, that is txi is equal to fx I minus 1 plus 1 by 2 pxi. Okay, so we are going to use this particular formula for t, calculating the t, and other than that, let's see how we calculate. So I have taken an example. In this particular example, we are going to solve the given question. The given question is, consider a source A that generates letters from an alphabet of size 4, and where probabilities are PA1, that is equal to half, PA2, that is equal to 1 by 4, PA3, that is equal to 1 by 8, and PA4, that is equal to 1 by 8 again. Now, what we have to do, this is actually the final answer, but we are going to see how we are going to calculate it. First of all, let's learn how to code these particular alphabets from the source. The first thing is you have to generate a table. In this particular table, just index it with the help of this particular. What is it? First thing, you are going to write the symbols. We have 4 symbols. A1 as 1, A2 as 2, A3 as 3, A4 as 4, right? So I have 1, that is A1, 2, A2, 3, A3, and 4 as A4. These are the symbols I have written. Now, second thing, I'm going to find the fx. Fx is the function of each symbol. Next is the tx we are going to calculate. Then we are going to convert this decimal into binary codes. Then I'm going to find out what length should I keep for the code. That is to be done with the help of this formula, we will see. And lastly, we will define the codes for the symbols. So let's start with it. First of all, we are going to find the fx. The first thing is we are going to find the fx, right? And the second thing is we are going to find the tx. Now, when we find fx, what we are going to see, the first thing is fx is always the sum of the probabilities, right? So first is, let's take the symbol 1, that is ai, right? So the function for ai symbol is equal to the probability of ai, and what it will be? It is already given in the question, that is PA1 is equal to half. So what PA1 is equal to half. So I can simply calculate it as half equal to 0.5, right? Now, the thing you have to take care is, when we calculate the fx2, now the function of a2 will be the sum of probabilities of a1 and a2. That means the probability a1, that is equal to half, plus the probability of a2, that is 1 by 4. I'm going to sum these two, right? So now that will be equal to 0.75 when we calculate it, right? So this is how we are going to find the functions. Now let's see what will be the function for A3. Now the function for A3 will be the sum of all the probabilities till the symbol 3. That is PA1 plus PA2 and plus PA3. Right? So how we are going to calculate? I'll write PA1 is half plus PA2, that is probability of A2 is 1 by 4 plus the probability of A3 is 1 by 8, and that will be equal to 0.875. All right, so this is what we have written here: 0.5, 0.75, 0.875, and lastly the function for A4 will be sum of all the probabilities of 4 symbols, that is A1, A2, A3 and A4, and that will be equal to A1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, and again what is the probability for A4? That is again 1 by 8. So again I'll do plus 1 by 8. Now what it will be? It will be equal to 1. Right? So this is how I have calculated the functions for all the 4 symbols. Right? Now the second task is to find out the TX, that is the tag for all the symbols. So let's see how we are going to find the tags. We have a formula for this, and the formula states that is tag is equal to TX, whatever we have to calculate, 1, 2, 3 or 4. TX will be equal to Fx I minus 1 plus half of Pxi. That means if I am calculating the tag for first symbol, that is for AI, what I will do, I will find the function Fx. I is what? I is 1. So 1 minus 1 plus half of probability A1, right? So see, we have written it here. Tx1 will be equal to, the tag for symbol 1 will be equal to Fx 1 minus 1. Why 1 minus 1? Because it is I minus 1. So I is 1 because I am finding out for 1. Sorry. I'm finding out for 1. So it has to be 1 minus 1 plus half of PA1. That is half of probability A1. Now let's find out what it will be. Fx 1 minus 1 will be equal to 0. That means Fx 0 plus half of probability A1. Probability A1 is again half. So half of half will be 1 by 4. Right? Now let's see, Fx0 will be, I have the function Fx for 1, not for 0. So always the function for 0th symbol will always be taken as 0. So I'll take it as 0 plus 1 by 4, because 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 will be taken as 1 by 4. So what it will be? It will be equal to 0.25. Right? This is equal to 0.25 that we have calculated here. Now let's find out the tag for 2, that is A2, Tx2. That will be equal to, again, Fx I minus 1 means 2 minus 1, Fx 2 minus 1 plus half of probability AI. AI is now A2. So half of probability AI, A2. Now this will be Fx of 1, right, plus half of, that means it will come in multiplication only, half of A2. A2 is 1 by 4. A2 is 1 by 4. Okay. Now when you calculate it, what will be the value of Fx1? Fx1 will be the value we have already. We have find it out as 0.5. So I'll keep it as 0.5 plus 1 by 8 will be, this will be 1 by 8, and 1 by 8 will be 0.125. 0.125. and the calculation goes as 0.625, right? 625. Now we are going to calculate the tag 3. That is how we are going to calculate, again putting the same thing in formula. So fx, now I is 3, so 3 minus 1 and half of PA3 because I is 3, right? So fx2, that means 3 minus 1 is 2. So let's take fx2, the value of fx2 is what? 0.75. Already we have calculated, so it is now 0.75 plus half of 1 by 8. So I'll simply multiply it, half of 1 by 8, right? Now half of 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 16 only, and the value of 1 by 16 will be 0.0625, 0.0625, and I'll add what? I'll add 0.75 to it, 0.75. So the answer will be what? The answer will be 0.8125. This we have to calculate. Now you can see what we have the values. We have 0.5, 0.25 toward dx1. For 2x2 we have 0.625. For dx3 we have 0.8125. And simply we are going to find out for dx4. So what it will be? It will be for dx4 as, it will be fx 4 minus 1, I is 4 here now, half of PA4, right? So when I calculate this, I'll get the formula as this one, right? Now moving further, this is how we have calculated the T. Now the third thing is, now we are going to calculate the, we have calculated the tag. Now I am going to convert these decimals into binary, right? Now how to calculate or how to convert this into binary, I'll just tell you one way. All of you must be knowing how to calculate it, but still just a review back how we are going to calculate. So let's take the example of this one, 0.8125. What we are going to do, we are going to multiply by 2 every time. So 0.8125 is multiplied by 2. That will give you 1.625. Now here what you have to do, you have to keep the decimal values here, that is 0.625, and this you will take it as carry. The integer value is taken as carry. Now again, this particular 0.625 will be multiplied by 2 again. 0.625 multiplied by 2 again. So it will give you 1.25. Now here, what you are going to do, again, separate the integer value 1 as carry and keep 0.25 as decimal. Now, we'll repeat this step, that is multiplying 0.25 by 2. So I get 0.50. Now you can see I do not have any integer value out here, it is 0. So I'll keep the carry as 0 and the value 0.50 as it is. Now again multiply it with 2, 0.5 multiplied by 2, that gives 1. Now here what I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep the integer value as carry, and here it is 0.0. So here I have to stop because now I do not have anything to multiply with 2. So this, the upper will be the most significant bit and the last one will be the least significant bit. So if I find out the binary equivalent of 0.8125, what it will be? It will be 0.1101. So it is what? 1101. So in the same way, we have calculated all the binary codes. Now after this, I need to decide what length I will be keeping for this particular code. So again, we have a formula for this. What is the formula to find the length of the code? It is defined as ceiling value for log, it will be base 2. Log base 2, 1 divided by px plus 1. So I have what? I have, for symbol 1, I'll calculate log 1 by PA1. Px1 is A1 first symbol, for first symbol, plus 1. And this is log base 2, always remember. So it will be what? It will be calculated as log base 2, 1 divided by PA1 is what? Half. So it is 1 divided by half. So it will be what? It will be equal to log base 2, 2. So the answer is equal to 1. Now I have calculated this. I'll add 1 to it. So plus 1. What it will be? It will be equal to 2. Right? So I have written 2 here. Now next, again, for second symbol, log base 2, 1 divided by A2, PA2. So it is 1 by 4. So it will be log base 2, 1 divided by 4 means it will be 4 only. So what will be the log base to 4? It will be equal to 2. How? 2 raised to the power 2. So 2 it will be plus, I'll add 1 to it. 1, that will be equal to 3. Same way, I'm going to find out for symbol 3, that is log base 2 for PA3 is what? 1 by 8. So it will be like log base to 8. So log base to 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. So 3 plus 1. I'm going to add this also, plus 1. So plus 1. So it is what? It is equal to 4. And in the same way, I'll get 4 for this, because it is again 1 by 8. PA4 is also equal to 1 by 8. So I'll get 4. So you can see 2, 3, 4 and 4. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to keep the codes as same length. So the length I have to take is 2. So it will be 0, 1. Decimal will be removed. It will be 0, 1. Next is 3. 3. So it is 3 only. So 101. 101. 4. It is already 4. 0.1101. So I'll keep 1101. 4 again, 4 times 1 is there, so I'll keep 4 times 1. So this is how I have generated the codes for this. So that's all for this particular lecture. Thank you very much.